Hi guys, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you the plugins, how to make the plugins. But before it, here in the previous lectures, I have teach you the Ajax, and we have to place our files in the local host in the htdocs. Here is the htdocs and Ajax folder. But now this is just for Ajax. When we want to work with Ajax, so we have to create our files in the htdocs in the localhost example. But now we can create our files anywhere because these are just the simple jQuery, so we don't need to save it in at other places. So here is our previous file system. You have seen that this in this folder I have saved my all the previous files, days until event, all these files. So I have created this plugin file here, this HTML file that we are going to use in this program, in this lecture. This is just a simple file. Here you can see that this is just simple thing. Here is now here I'm going to correct this thing, this address, and here is I'm going to open the previous one file, and here is copy the link to the library and correct this link, paste it, and here I'm going to remove this title also. So now this is just a simple file that I have created. Now you can render it in the browser by dragging it. You don't need to open it through the local host, that is just for Ajax. And now this is just a simple file. So what we are going to learn, we are going to learn the simple thing, that is the plugin. So first of all, what is the plugin? The plugins are just the small modules or the small programs that we use. If anyone has learned anyone has know about the WordPress, so WordPress use the plugin. Like WordPress is just like a platform where you can develop, we can design our website. So now here is what is the plugins. Here I have opened the website. Here I'm going to tell about it. So now, first of all, here you see that this is a website, SEO tool stations, and here you see that these logos are added if we want to share anything on the Facebook, likes, Twitter, and if we want to Pinterest and other things, Gmail links. So now here you see that I want to tell you something, that is these are all these links are added by using the plugins. Plugin is just used to add the little functionalities, like here you can see that this search is added. This is a search bar where you can search anything. So now this is added by using the plugin. It is also added by using a plugin. Follow us on the Facebook. So all of these things that are the little functionalities like this, Facebook and the links, so these are all added by the plugins. So the plugins are just used to add the small functionalities, like you have seen many websites in which there are weather updates on the site. So that is the plugin, that weather updates are added by using the plugin. Here you see that in our computer we have gadgets. We have a gadget of this CPU meter. So now it is just a plugin. We can develop this thing in a plugin. We can develop its functionality, and then we can add it anywhere in our website, in our software. So plugins are just the small things. And here I'm going to show you a functionality of the plugin. Here is that I have already created. Here is where it is. Here is, yes, here is. And now here you see that this is the link. I have created a small plugin. When we open this link, like when we click on it, so this link is going to open in a new tab, but I have not give it the target is equal to new tab, or when we click on it, so it will open the link into new tab. So here you can see that it will open in the new tab. This functionality, I have added this functionality by using the plugin. You can also add this functionality by using the HTML and other languages, but I have developed a plugin in the jQuery. So now I'm going to start teach you how we can develop or prepare a plugin. So now first of all, render this file in the browser. It is already rendered. This is the file, and now here is, first of all, I'm going to create a JavaScript file, separate file that have the content and in which we will write all the plugin code. And here is save it, and save it along with it, plugin.js, same name both of the files. This is JS file. JS stand for JavaScript. It is a JavaScript tab file. Here is when you create the JavaScript file, like so, it have not logo like this because this is another editor that I have installed. So now both files are here, and now I'm gonna include this JavaScript file in this HTML file. So how we can include it? We just need to write its name. Here is 124 target plugin, and here it is. Okay, so now this file is linked with this file, and now we can, if we write the JavaScript for code in this file, so it will apply on this file. And now here we will also write the code in this script. And now before this, here I'm going to create a link. Here is link, here is this, and now here is Google, or you can write anything. Here is hyperreference, and here is hash, or I'm going to give it the link of the Google. Here is www.google.com, and then here is the ID. Here is ID is link, and then here is the target is here is equal, and I'm going to give it nothing. Here you see that I have not give it any target, and when we refresh it and when we open the Google, so it open in the same tab. So now I'm going to apply a functionality. I'm going to build a plugin. So when we click on this link, so this link is going to open in the new tab. So we have to apply an event on this link. When we click on it, here is hash link dot click, and here is or remove it. Here is, and is this, and now here you can see that this is here. And now when we click on this link, so what is going to happen, we will call the code or the function of the plugin. We will call the plugin when we click on this link. So here I'm going to build the functionality of the plugin. Then we can include this plugin file in any page, and we can apply this plugin on any link, and then that link will open in the new tab. And here is, first of all, to create a plugin in the JavaScript file, we have to write some format of creating the plugin. This is the reserved format. First of all, this we have to write like this, and here is, and here we have to write function, and then after the function, here is, after the function we have to write dollar in between these parentheses that I have created, and then here is this, and it's closing parenthesis here. So now this is the reserve format, and at the end we have to write jQuery object. Here is jQuery semicolon and remove this space, and in this way you have to create these things. And now in this function we have to create the function, or you can say that all the plugin code in between these parentheses. And there is also a reserve format here. This is the format. We have to write all the code in between the function. We are going to create that function in which we will put all the code. And to create that function, first of all write $, then fn, then dot, and then we have to write our function name. Here I'm going to write our function name target. Target is the name of the function that I'm going to create. And after this function name equal, and we have to write this function keyword, then this and these parentheses, and like this. So now in between these parentheses we have to write all the code, all the JavaScript code, jQuery code. We have to write it here. Now here you can see that this is the name of the function, and now this is the format. You have understand it. And now how we can include this plugin in this file. You just need to include this file in this file. And then how to call this plugin? We have to call this plugin by using this function name. And how we can call it? We just need to select the link. Here is #link dot, then dot. First of all select the link, then dot, and then we have to write target function. We have to call the target function. This is the target function that we are calling with the link, with the anchor tag. So I hope you understand it. This is just we are calling this function with this link, with this anchor tag. When we click on it, so this function will be called. And now here let's create an array in which we will give the different values of the target, and we will compare if we have give any value or not, or the target is undefined, if we have give any flag value, any flag any wrong value. So here is I'm going to create this is target, and here is target list, and this is an array, and here is equal, and this, and here is underscore blank. This is the first value. Then the second value is underscore top. Then the third value underscore. Here is self, that we can, these are all the values that we can give to the target. And then here is fourth value is the parent. So now there are 4 values that we can give. These are the 4 values that we can give to this target. And now we can, this, what is this target? These are all the values, this array, or all the values that we can give to this target. And we will compare if we have give any of these values. So we don't need to apply the plugin. We don't need to apply the plugin. These are all just like this. And now we have to get the value of this target, that is here. We have to get the value of this target. And here is we have to use this selector, because this selector at this time is pointing to the, here you can see that is pointing to the link that is here, anchor tag. And we have called this function with the link, with the anchor tag. So this function is calling with the anchor tag. So now this selector will point to this link ID that is given to the anchor tag. So this dot attribute, and here is this and target, and now this statement will return the values. What value? It will return the value of the target that we have given here, and I'm going to save that value here in the here in this previous target variable, and then we will compare that value. Here is, let's go here, I'm going to start comparing it. If the previous target value is equal to undefined, so now if the value of this target is undefined, then we will give it the new value, and in between these parentheses. So now what is the undefined? Undefined is that we have not provide this attribute, so it will be undefined. And or otherwise, if it is empty, now at this time it is empty. Here is previous target is equal to empty, like here you can see that it is now it is empty. And or we have give it a flag value like this. If we give it any value like this, so this is not a target, it is not going to open the window in the new tab, this is a flag value. So for this we have to compare the value of the target with this list. Here is how we can compare it. We have to use the jQuery .inArray function that I have teach you. Here is in array. First of all, give the previous target, then here is the target list. Here is this, and its result is equal to false. Here is, I'm going to, so now what is this statement does? This statement is just comparing this previous target value with this list. So if the target have any of these values, so it will be true, and if the target have not any of these values, so this statement will return the false. So it means we have to give it the correct value. So here I'm going to give it the correct value, this dot attribute, and here is the target, and it will be equal to the blank. If this if statement will be true, underscore blank. This statement is just checking if target is undefined, if it is empty, and if it have any flag value, every wrong value other than this list, so give it this blank value, so it will open this link in the new tab. And now this is going to apply on this link. Here you see that when we click on it, so it open in the new tab. But here I want to tell you something. If we have apply here the value already, like self, underscore self, so underscore self, what is underscore self? Underscore self open the link in the present tab, it is not going to open in the new tab. And now we have already give it the value, so when this statement comparing that previous target have the value from the list, so here is the underscore self, so it will return true, so we are not able to give it any value here. So this statement, this if statement is not going to run. Like here you can see that it is going to open here because this underscore self is apply on it. So this is just a plugin that this is a small plugin. How we can use it? We can include it in any page by including its file, and then what we need to do, we just need to call the function with the any anchor tag, so this functionality will be applied. So this is the plugin. In this way we can build a lot of plugins. From the very next video we are going to build some awesome plugins. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. If you have any problems, so kindly add the discussion.